Emmanuel Ogbah speaks about his rehabilitation and what he thinks about working with Vic Fangio. And I got an update on the contract of Wynn. Isaiah Wynn. I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. And I want to go to one of you guys' comments of the day. I'm not being able to talk today. Let's just jump into it before I say something stupid. What is up, Finn fans? Yes, today we're going to be talking mostly about Emmanuel Ogbah. Sat down, had an interview, and he kind of talked about what's going on with his bicep, or was it? He talks about it. I know it's an upper body injury. I think it was his bicep. I don't think it was his pec. I think he tore his bicep. And then I have some contract updates and all that good stuff. But real quick, I just want to say to you guys that to the patrons, episode 2 of Talking with DDW is going to be up. So if you are a patron, go over, check it out. I talk about my back problems. I talk about the defense. I talk about a few cool things in there, some personal things. So if you want to go check it out. I don't. It's happening again. It's happening again. Look, I don't know why this keeps happening. I do apologize. But I will pop up something that is relevant to what I want to talk about. And that is this. Terms on Isaiah Wynn's contract. It's a 1-year contract with the Dolphins with a base value of $2.3 million with a max value of $2.7 million via incentives. I don't know what the guarantee is, but I will say this, and I talked about this when the Dolphins signed him, and I talked about this yesterday when I kind of broke down, him and Abuhi's signings. That to me, Isaiah Wynn is that swing tackle, right? He'll be the competition at right tackle, but I honestly think he's being brought in as not incentive, but insurance for Teron Armstead. Speaking of Teron Armstead, that's going to be the comment of the day. So stick around if you want to hear about Teron Armstead. So his contract, $2.3 million with incentives, can get up to $2.7. But again, we don't know what the guarantee is. The guarantee could be $1 million, give or take. That's where, the money really is, and it's not out as of yet. But I wanted to give you guys that update of his contract as it's covering my entire face. That's my face. I look like Wilson from Home Improvement. Let's jump into what the title says, and Emmanuel Ogbah talking about his injury update and all that good stuff. So 6 months after, and this is from the Miami Herald. Daniel, I keep butchering his last name. Afusi? I'm so sorry I keep butchering your last name. 6 months after his 2020 season ending prematurely, torn tricep. I wasn't even close. I said bicep. I said pectoral. It was just tricep. The Dolphins defensive end told reporters on Tuesday that he has been medically cleared to participate in football activities. They're taking it easy on me during camp, but I've been fully cleared and I'm ready to go. So we all know how the Dolphins do, and we all know how Mike McDaniel does. He's probably not going to really do much with OTAs or the mini camps. He'll probably be there. He'll go through the rigmarole and all that stuff, but he probably won't start to really do stuff until training camp, and even then they'll probably slowly bring him along. After signing a 4-year deal worth $65 million last offseason, Ogbah failed to replicate his form from the previous 2 seasons when he led the Dolphins in sacks. But Ogbah, who recorded 18 sacks in 2020 and 2021, is motivated to get back to his productive ways. The Dolphins have taken care of me, Ogbah said. I've got to go out there and put some good juice on tape. Obviously, I battled some injuries last year, but I'm ready to go this year. I've got to take care of my body better this year and just focus on the little things. That would be absolutely amazing because he has. In 2020, he was a monster, and he really did help us get the pressure off the edge. Bring him in now with Bradley Chubb, with Andrew Van Ginkel, with Jalen Phillips, and have him be able to put his hand down in the ground. And at that point, it's like, who do you double team? Do you double team the right side, which could be Phillips and Ogbah, or do you double team the left side, which could be Bradley Chubb and Ogbah? Him being able to get back there is going to be enormous for this defense. If we had made a deep run, yeah, that was my goal, to come back and do my best to come back and help the team, he said. I knew it was a long shot, but I was excited to try to do my best to come back. So he was trying his best to come back and make it, if the Dolphins did somehow made it to the AFC Championship game. But again, I don't think the Dolphins would have let him. I think, they really look at the longevity of their careers and think it's more important. With the Dolphins' mid-season trade for outside linebacker Bradley Chubb and the ascension of young defensive player outside linebacker Jalen Phillips and defensive lineman Christian Wilkins, there was speculation Miami could offload Ogbah's contract and cap-saving move, but all $15 million of Ogbah's base salary is guaranteed, which always made such a move unlikely. He now returns to a revamped defense under new coordinator. I was going to say contractor, Vic Fangio. Right now I'm still trying to learn all the plays, different spots, and trying to learn the different schemes that he uses. I'm excited for him. He's great defensive mind. I'm excited. I'm just excited to do my part to help this team win. Ogbah said he expects to line up all over the defensive front. We're obviously a talented bunch. I'm excited. I'm sure Vic is going to draw up some packages that will have us, him, Chubb, Wilkins, and Phillips in there. I'm excited about the new defense that we've got going. Unfortunately, I know I got hurt last year, so we didn't get to see all of what we could do on the field together, but it's a new season, and I am excited. And to be honest with you, the way Josh Boyer was running the defense, I don't think it would have been any different. I think they would have took him off on third down. Like, that was the thing that drove me nuts about Josh Boyer. Third down, all right, Jalen Phillips, you're off the field. We'll put... I remember they would replace him with, it wasn't Duke Riley, but it was like someone like that. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's our best pass rusher. It drove me nuts. Aside from rehabbing from his injury, Ogbah spent time this offseason participating in NFL Africa, a program in Nairobi, Kenya in April, as the league continues its effort to make football a global sport. For Ogbah, who was born in Nigeria, the opportunity to help grow the game in Africa was a rewarding experience. He says, we got a chance to coach up some football talent down there. We had different players from different parts of the continent trying out. We had to teach them how to play football like 2 a days. Then we would go through combine testing afterwards. It was an amazing experience, and how quickly they wanted to learn about the game. They view it as a big opportunity for them, and they're excited just to learn from us players. These kids didn't have much, but they still want to listen and learn and take coaching from us. They didn't have football there, just being able to inspire them. A kid like me, I was born in Nigeria, and I came here when I was 9. So they kind of see similar parts. I was excited just to be there. They absorb my knowledge and want to learn. Yeah, there's a few. I remember watching Hard Knocks with the Cowboys. They had a football player. I don't think he was an offensive lineman. I think he was a pass rusher from Africa. It's great to see that, and it's great to see him go over there and help them, really understand and learn football so they can make that jump if they want to. But I'm excited to see what Emmanuel Ogbah can do. Really, like I said, having him on the field, having him be back to 100%, and he was very good at run stopping as well, setting the edge and forcing the runs to go to the inside. You add him to the rush defense that we had last year, it's going to be dangerous. And like I said, which side are you going to double team? Okay, I'm going to double team this side. All right, you're going to leave a free, or you're going to leave one-on-one with Chubb or Phillips or Andrew Van Ginkel or, whoever. I'm just excited. I'm excited to see what this defense can do. If you want to hear me talk more about this defense, I do talk a lot about the defense in the Walk and Talk that will be out tonight, last night, and what I'm excited for and all that good stuff. But comment below. Let me know what you think about Emmanuel Ogbah getting ready to get back on the field. Comment below. Let me know what you think about Isaiah Wynn's contract. Do you think what I think? He's essentially in security for Teron Armstead and a swing tackle in competition at right tackle. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. And I'm going to get to one of you guys' comments of the day. And this comment comes from user DC5KDRT2Z. This is coming of the day. If Armstead has missed at least 3 games every year of his career and doesn't protect to his blind side, was the investment a bad decision? And was there another premium right tackle that free agency could have brought in instead? When I look at it, right, there's like La'el Collins, who, from what I heard, the Dolphins did try to go after. He ended up going to Cincinnati. You had Morgan Moses, who went from the Jets to Baltimore. Trent Brown, who stayed with New England. Those were options. Probably La'el Collins, La'el, you know what I'm trying to say. And Trent Brown were probably the best right tackle options. But other than that, not really. Bringing in Teron Armstead was big. And it does help, right? When he was healthy out there, it did help. And the offense played better, and the offensive line played better. But talking about, the investment, right? 2022, his cap hit was $3.9 million. This year, his cap hit is only $9.2 million because they restructured it and made it into signing bonuses. Next year, his cap hit is $20.6 million. And when I look at the ranking of left tackles, that is 7th, right? So he's getting paid the 7th highest left tackle behind Cam Robinson, DJ Humphries, Laramie Tunsil, Ronnie Staley, Trent Williams, and David Bakhtiari. And that's just now, right? David Bakhtiari is getting $40 million in 2024. Teron Armstead's getting 20, right? And Garrett Bowles he's getting 20.6. Garrett Bowles is getting 20. So I don't think necessarily, like you're asking, the investment, right? I don't think it was a bad decision, especially because of how smart our front office is with their contract, structuring and able to have that out. Because after this coming year, even 2024, saying 2023 falls flat on his face and it just isn't working and whatever happens and blah, 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 the Dolphins can post June 1st cut, save $9.2 million, or they can trade him after June 1st, save $14.2 million. But then they want to keep him this year and next year. After that, they can just cut him. They can just flat out cut him, save $7.9 million, or they can designate it for a post-June 1st and save $14.3 million. That's what I'm trying to say. This year and next year are the years because they can move on from a ton of contracts and clear up a ton of cap space and just start over on all fronts, right? If the Dolphins don't do something, don't make deep moves, don't go deep into the playoffs in these next 2 years, I wouldn't be surprised if Greer's gone, if McDaniel's gone, and if Stephen Ross is like, I'm done, I'm selling the team, I'm retiring, I can't do this anymore. And then in 2025, it's all new. And the Dolphins will have a ton of cap space. And that new coach coming in will be able to get the quarterback he wants because, again, they picked up his 5th-year option after that, But that's if it falls apart, and I don't think it'll fall apart like that. But yeah, comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think the investment of Teron Armstead was kind of wasted? Do you think because he's a left tackle, it made sense to go after La'el Collins, which they did. They tried to, but he chose Cincinnati because his ex-coach was there and everything. Comment below. Let me know, and I will see you guys. I think tomorrow I have a special video planned for you guys where we're going to look at the schedule, and I have some statistics here from a very cool guy that I've used before where he talks about how unfair the schedule is and how the New York Jets have such an easy AFC East schedule. Like, it's so easy for them because of how little rest the other AFC East teams get. So tomorrow's video is going to be about that. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. But like usual, stay classy. Fins up.